We left off with our travels at Firefly Resort in Fredericksburg, Texas.
Our time in Hill Country is not over, and later in this video we are going to share with you our opinion about this Firefly Resort.
Spoiler alert, it's not all friendly.
We mentioned last time that we chose Firefly Resort because they have tiny homes there for rent. And also because Fredericksburg was the best location for our friends who were coming into town from Dallas.
Yeah, we got a lot of suggestions from you guys about the overall Hill Country area. It's a big area, so we just kind of went with the middle and picked Fredericksburg and went with it.
Our friends arrived Friday night, which gave us Saturday and Sunday to get out and explore.
The weather wasn't great that second week. Of course, it was perfect before they got there, but we still got out and had fun anyway.
We went into downtown Fredericksburg and just walked around and explored, and of course, the four of us had to eat.
Gotta eat. Vaudeville Restaurant is only open for dinner on Friday and Saturday, so we hadn't had a chance to check it out yet.
The restaurant seating is downstairs and outside, while the main level houses a luxury brand boutique.
That food was delicious. We left full and very satisfied. Here's what's left of our appetizers.
We always forget.
Mediterranean plate, beef carpaccio. Yum. This is definitely the fanciest lasagna I've ever seen. The quiche looks awesome.
The quiche looks awesome. The French dip looks awesome. She got a quiche too.
Another quiche.
It's amazing. Yes, yes, she looked great.
Do the red. Babe.
Our friend's tiny home rental was finally available for them to get into, and so we all went over there to check out this newer built tiny home, and it was really cute. It was really well equipped.
It's awesome.
Now we get to go see the house. It's cute. It's cute. Oh, this is nice. It's a tiny little bed, though. I bet this pulls out into a bed. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a nice sized bathroom, though. Their neighbors kind of suck. This is what I'm talking about. Over here. This is cute.
The next day, we decided to check out Fredericksburg Trade Days at Sunday Farms, despite the rain.
They put on trade days on the weekend of every third Saturday of the month. The hours are 9 to 5 on Friday and 9 to 4 on Sunday.
Trade Days has 7 barns and several acres with over 350 vendors selling their goods. And parking is $5. It is actually good for the entire weekend.
There's some food in here somewhere, right?
There is.
Down, just scattered around. Beer garden too.
Yeah.
I like this place already.
Okay.
It's raining, though.
Is it raining?
It's starting to get, yeah, it's misty. You guys can go ahead. You don't have to wait for us.
We're at where are we?
Trade Days in
Trade
Fredericksburg Trade Days.
Yes.
I don't know. It's a big,
Kind of looks like an old West town back there. I think they got food,
luckily
beer.
a lot of it's inside, so I think it's like antiques
Kinda like a
and flea markets and stuff. We're just gonna go check it out. It's kind of a gross day, so let's just, why not?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, it's inside.
And then we're gonna go see some rhinos.
Oh yeah. This is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Like an old West town.
Oh, when I finally come around to dusting off those old dancing girls, would you smooth me like your own, like a stone in the Guadalupe? 'Cause I need a little scenery in the bedrock of my soul, and you might be a river cutting hills and running cold. Yeah, I think I know.
Potatoes the size of your head.
That
Everything's
is
bigger.
ginormous
Texas.
potato. Put it up next to your head.
Similar.
I got Mag and Wagon again. had one of those. His arm rolls up and has stuff in there. This is
What?
ice cream cabinet.
Ice cream? Oh, I bet it was like for like a soda shop or something, you know?
Yeah.
Well, God forbid, but won't you let me know if you're catching on to this?
After trade days, we decided to check out another very unique venue in the area, which is the Rhinory. Yeah, I didn't mispronounce that.
What is that, you ask? If you've not been to Fredericksburg, then you probably don't know, but it's a rhinoceros sanctuary and winery combined.
I think they get the rhinos to stuff the grapes. No?
Well, I don't think so, but that'd be a great idea. The owners created the Rhinory after visiting South Africa in 2016, where they unfortunately witnessed 2 rhinos being poached nearby.
After that traumatic experience, they wanted to assist with rhino conservation and bringing some rhinos there to Texas.
To help conserve the rhinos.
The rhinos. We'll go with rhinos.
They realized that it was going to be a pretty expensive endeavor, right? And they wanted to figure out how they could help support and fund the Rhino Conservatory. And they decided this is hill country, so why not produce wine?
Rhinory.
Hence the Rhinory. We just walked in and did not have a reservation. However, reservations are strongly suggested. If it's a busy weekend or a busy time of year, you might want to call ahead or reserve a tasting online ahead of time. We were lucky, we got a table outside, and our server was really friendly, very informative.
It's springtime in a glass.
Oh, ooh.
So you got strawberries, peaches, and pears.
Thank you.
This is a good one.
Isn't that good?
Oh, yeah.
Those are sweet glasses, Matt.
Yeah, you like them? I can't see.
Chad and I just shared a tasting because I can't drink that much alcohol, so I just had a little sip here and there, and our friends got a tasting, and the wines were actually very good. I wasn't sure what I was going to expect. You know me, I in a previous life was a wine sales rep, so I can be kind of picky sometimes. But
It didn't taste at all like rhino feet, which was good.
1, 2, 3, save the rhinos. You see it?
I can see great with
you
these.
see anything on the menu that you like?
I like it. After the tasting, we went to the back and walked around the property a bit to get a closer look at the rhinos. You do want to be careful. They can spray their pee really, really far.
Now, we're saying they, but currently at this time, there is only 1 rhino on property.
So his name is Blake. He weighs over 4,000 pounds.
Wow.
He's 5.5 years old. He's a native Texan. He was born in Glen Rose at Fossil Rim. In about 2 to 3 years, he's going to put on 1,500 to 2,000 more pounds.
Wow.
He's going to grow a foot by a foot by a foot. And at that time, he'll be breeding age, and we're going to get him some girlfriends. So in 5 or 6 world. And so 5 or 6 years from now, we should have some little baby rhinos. And the way they fund it is that all the merchandise sold goes to help save the rhinos. 100%. 20% of any wine you buy today goes to help save the rhinos.
Wow. Now that thing is so big.
What?
I don't know. I think I've ever been this close to a rhino before. Oh, does that feel good? You want to scratch under your chin?
Stay away from the splash zone, just saying.
Oh, are you getting scratches? Oh, there he goes.
Is he pink? Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for not peeing on us.
You can see the relief in his face. All right, congrats.
That was I had no idea about that. About
How far they pee? Yeah, I didn't either.
Monday morning, there's a future for us that's dawning.
We've walked past this place many times in the last few days. Now we're finally going to eat here with our friends. It's much better when you do that.
Yeah.
with the stem across your eyes.
Okay, let's get to this controversial topic. It's not, we don't like sharing negative stuff. We have
not
to
our
give
jam.
you guys the the true story in our experience. But before we do that, we want to give you all the positives about Firefly Resort.
Yeah, it's an awesome resort. It really is.
It's a very large resort with super friendly staff.
Like a lot of parks that big, it is a gated park, so you have good security there. One way in and out. Mark where it is because you might have trouble getting out of there. It's a big place.
Lots of amenities at Firefly. They have a 2-tier infinity pool. They have a clubhouse where they host numerous events and like live music and stuff. And we went down there several times and enjoyed the performances. And they even had like a masseuse there.
Yeah, they're doing chair massages. They've got a little bar set up. The food trucks were amazing. Was it Mac and Wagon?
Mac and Wagon.
The Mac and Wagon was delicious.
They had food trucks almost every night of our stay there. We were there for 12 days, but we were there for the week of spring break. So I'm not sure how often they have food trucks. I did check out online and it looks like they at least have food trucks on the weekends and when they have special events. So just check their schedule on that.
As we mentioned, in addition to RV sites, they have tiny homes that you can rent there. They also do sell a lot of those properties. They're a bit steep.
They were expensive for a cement pad and utilities. I think like the low end was $250 or something like that. Depends on the size of the lot, of course, and the location, of course, all of that stuff. And you know, maybe that's just the going real estate in that area. I don't know, but I was really kind of surprised at how expensive just a cement pad and hookups were at this place. Also, you know, there's a lot of activities for the kids and playgrounds for the kids and stuff like that. And because we were there on spring break, it was very, a lot of kids were there and they were all having a really good time.
They do have a separate level, I think, down below for just adults at the pool.
There's an adult only pool.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Also, something I liked was each site had its own trash receptacle.
That's nice.
And it was valet trash service. So you just put your trash in there and they come and they get it. I like that a lot. It was well maintained. They took care of the property, you could tell. So all of that was really good. And again, we had good interaction in person with the staff, but let's get to the not so nice stuff.
We got there on a Friday and the weekend was fantastic. We're like, this is a beautiful resort. And then at 7:01 on the nose Monday morning, construction noise, just nuts.
Yeah.
For only $85 a night, you can have this just right outside your door. No longer do you have to travel to hear construction noises at 7 a.m. You can wake up to them here at Firefly. It's awesome.
We picked a location at the back of the park because for our time frame, that was the only area that had an RV site right next to a tiny home. And that's, of course, we were meeting our friends there. So that's why we chose that location. So 7:01, mind you, quiet hours
are till 8.
Are till 8 a.m. But they didn't matter. And it went all day, Monday through Friday, unless it rained. That's the noise that started at 7:01 this morning. And we're right there.
We had an email thread going because we'd emailed them before about something completely unrelated, and the director of operations had replied. So I replied back to that email expressing our displeasure with the fact that there was no warning. You book the site, and a lot of times when you book sites with construction, they'll have some sort of disclaimer on there saying, no, these sites are close to construction, some kind of warning.
Pardon our dust, pardon our mess, construction going on, that kind of thing. And it was nowhere on their site. On their site, there is a coming soon, how exciting, this phase 2. It just talks about how great it's going to be. It doesn't say anything else about it.
And his response was essentially, well, we put it on our social media and almost like it was our fault for not noticing that there's this construction there. And how are we going to know that it starts at 7:01 every day?
So, and I have to say, when we read the email, that wasn't very customer service oriented, I gotta say. I decided, I was like, well, okay, no, it shouldn't be on the consumer to follow them on social media, but let me go check out their social media. And mind you, this was March, and I looked back at to the beginning of the year, January 1st through the time we were there, and there was one post that mentioned expansion, but it was all about excitement. It wasn't about anything about construction noises or anything like that.
Yeah.
So again, there was nothing to indicate that some of the spots in the back of the park might be noisy. If you've watched us for any amount of time, you know that I have a lot of health issues. I have to take multiple rests throughout the day, and I couldn't because it was so noisy.
We're on phone calls and stuff, and we're having to say, hey, sorry for all this noise.
Yeah.
And his response wasn't to, oh, I'm so sorry, we should definitely warn our customers of that. It was, well, we can move you, but you're going to have to move several times because obviously we're booked up. It's a busy week. Moving this RV 2 sites down is just as much work as moving it to another park.
And also, we
So
had
you got to
we
pack
picked that.
everything up.
Well, and we picked that site specifically so our friends could be right next door. So that wasn't really possible. Anyhow, even if our friends weren't coming to meet us there, there's
Moving
no
our
way that
RV
we would
several-
move 3 or 4 times in 12 days. That's crazy.
It's a travel day every time we got up there.
It's crazy, yeah. So that was a no-go for us. It was off-putting because what he said to us was, we have no control over the construction. That is not us. Okay, but you have control over whether you inform your guests. That is in your control. You're choosing not to because you're probably not going to fill those sites. So here's a map on the screen right now. Here's our site, and here's where all the construction is. So you guys can see for yourself. So if you're going to book at Firefly, you might want to avoid that area. And one more thing though, it's expensive.
Really
This
expensive.
place, you know, with all the amenities and everything that they offer, we are paying
Premium prices.
premium prices for this site, and we couldn't have any peace and quiet from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that to us was just unacceptable. It was unacceptable.
I didn't feel satisfied about our interaction with them because there was no apology. There was nothing like that. I left a Google review under our Changing Lanes
After we left.
after we left, and they replied back with a snarky comment about how they tried several times to accommodate us. No, you didn't. You tried once, and you were going to move us several times.
Yeah.
But you didn't try to accommodate us. You didn't come back and say, oh, yeah, we can see how that would be an issue. We'll definitely make sure we put it on our website.
And again, it was excuses. We share it on our website that we're under construction. I didn't see it anywhere. Like I said, all I saw was one little box, nothing about the construction. I didn't like the tone of, it's our fault as consumers for not knowing this. I didn't like the combativeness. We did get a follow-up email from somebody new in customer support. I think she was new with the company, and I think it's an auto-generated email that goes out from the customer service
How was your
manager.
stay?
How was your stay? And she actually was, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, first person to say sorry.
Yeah, and so I don't want to say everybody didn't care, but like the director didn't care.
Yeah. So bottom line is, beautiful park, awesome amenities. It has great potential. Don't stay near the back of the park, and also don't expect a lot from customer service.
We are on a mission. A mission to show you a handful of other RV parks right in this same area, just in case you wanted some different options. Now, we can't give you any other information other than what you're going to see driving through. We don't know if they're good places to stay or not, but they all do have less expensive options compared to this place.
And I don't see any large construction at any of them.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
The first one that we are pulling into is called Limestone Charm RV Park. It is a small park. I believe only has 12 sites, but we've been driving by it every time we go into town, and there are some spaces available. I did read online that this is owned by a military family, so they do offer military discounts and also first responder discounts. They didn't say what that was, so they said call to find out. So Limestone Charm, and I did see that they are $65 a night.
Yeah, the sites are plenty big.
Yeah. I personally would have liked this place
Yes.
because it's small. It's small. I like it. That's what I enjoy. I don't need all the frills.
Got a little cookout area, barbecue thing over here. That's cool.
It's cute. Looks like probably a bathhouse and laundry. It says laundry room there. Thing is, you will get some road noise because you are right on that road, but this road doesn't appear to be all that busy. And
Yeah.
I'll take the random car driving by over constant construction noise all day long.
Yeah.
That was Limestone Charm.
Very
Okay.
charming.
Next up, we are going to be coming up on Bending Oaks Ranch, and their prices have a range of what I saw online was $59 to $89. So some of it is kind of steep. I guess it looks like the higher the price, the more each site has of amenities like paved patios and things like that. So they have pull through and back in sites, I believe. And this one is right on the corner of Ranch Road 1376 and then 290, which is the road that goes into town. So it's right there on the corner. It's a little bit of a busy area, but we are, again, getting closer into Fredericksburg.
This is nice. It's shaded.
It's quaint, it's cute, but there's still like a decent amount of sites, but not too much. Some smaller size sites. I like it because it's established and there's trees.
Yeah.
So in the hot summer months, you've got some added shade, which is good. So this one has cabins too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you stay here, you get longhorns right over there.
There's big pull-through sites over here.
Yeah, that's a 40, what does that say? L3 looks good.
Oh, these trees are pretty.
Oh my goodness, those are some longhorns.
Yeah.
Okay, that place looked really nice, the Bending Oaks Ranch, and they were very nice inside, and it is gated, but they agreed to let us drive through so we could show you guys.
Yeah, look really nice. I got
Yeah.
a good vibe from it.
It was a very good vibe. Next up is Archray Winery. They have a
Archray.
They have a winery, and then they have an RV park, I guess, on the winery. So Archray, on their website, it says that the prices start at $65 and go up to $80 per night. So we're seeing across the board that RV sites have gone up quite a bit, but starting at 65, that seems to be low on the low end for this area.
Yeah.
And the Goo Goo Dolls are playing for the eclipse.
It goes quite far back.
Oh yeah. No cabins, doesn't appear.
Does not appear unless they have some elsewhere. There are some tiny home communities around here other than Firefly. So that seems to be kind of a popular thing in this area. So who knows? This Archray may have on their agenda to be building like some tiny homes or something.
This next one is Hill Country RV Park. This is the closest one that we're going to show you to the downtown area. I don't think that we can fit in here because the sites say that they're all 44 feet long. They are $55 a night or $275 a week. Hill Country RV Park. First impression is this place looks like there's quite a few permanent residents here, but there are some.
It look like the two up front so far are the only ones that look like they're RVs.
Yeah. This one might not be the best option for, just somebody coming to stay for a few days or a week or whatever.
This might be an overnighter and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we would actually stay here.
It doesn't
The
really
both
look.
sides look like they might be long enough. To end this video on a more positive note, because we did enjoy our time there, we decided to go on a hike to an Enchanted Rock State Park. Is that right?
Yeah, we did. This state park is only 28 miles from the RV resort, so it was a pretty quick trip to get there, and we had heard a lot about this amazing area and how great it would be, especially how great it is sunset hike. We couldn't quite make it to sunset because it was T24 and we needed to get back, but we did go in the afternoon and it was fantastic.
It's really neat.
I'd like to build a house, my darling, string the lights all down the halls, and would you meet me there if I told you how? The Sierra cuts dawn. These hills don't make a sound.
This park has 11 miles of hiking trails. Now, we always use all trails when hiking. They're not a partner of ours or anything. We just really like the app, and it's great to be able to download it and fire it up and see, am I still on the trail?
Be sure, if you're new to using all trails, be sure to download the trail before you get going, because if you
Don't have cell coverage.
if you don't have cell coverage, then it's fabulous because you've already downloaded the trail. So it's awesome.
It ain't better to be needed than the one you're bleeding for. I love.
Summer trail that way. No dogs allowed on the trails, guys.
Oh, look, we see the people up there.
Way at the top there.
How pretty.
This trail, I think, goes up there. This has a total elevation gain of 423 feet, and I think it's about 1.3 miles total. I think that's out and back. What else you gotta say?
It's T24, so we got to do this fast.
All the dumping's been done. I just have to-
We've had crappy weather for the past 5 days, so we haven't done anything outside like we were hoping to do while we were in hill country. So we wanted to make sure we got this in. That's all I had to say.
Okay, bye.
Yellow leaf fall like helicopter blades. Yellow leaf fall. Yellow leaf fall. Come on, you words. Come and take your places. Everything changes. Everything changes.
Listen to the birds. It's so nice.
When worry's gone, the wind will come, and the wind will come.
All right, we're just climbing.
Come on, you heart, you restless child. Open up your hands and wait here a while.
I think we're about a third of the way up. I'm hungry. I want dinner.
I'm hungry too.
Fill my sleep. Fill my sleep.
Very wild looking rock layers and stuff. This stuff in the middle.
I love it. I love this.
This is really cool.
I love it. I love hiking out west. It's fun.
Why didn't we bring our new poles?
Oh my gosh. They're in the truck and everything.
Get a little break here.
Yeah.
Look at this hawk coming over here.
It's super cool though. It's worth it. Are you sure that's a hawk, not a buzzard?
And thou art the beam, thou art the laughter, thou art the dream.
I think I can.
Do you think that's the summit right there? Or do we have to go more after that?
I don't know.
This is it. Oh, too bad. We made it to the top where we can see 360 degrees. Are you getting dizzy yet?
I am. Yeah.
When I was young, I thought control
Does look like you could just topple right down this thing. It's not too. It's really grippy though.
And they sang a song, they sang it loud. And I still remember parts of it. And the yellow glorious will it. Won't you be my guiding light?
That was probably one of the most challenging 1.5 miles I've done. Ooh,
Yeah.
my legs are gonna hurt,
Huh. Yeah, my knees are complaining.
but it was worth it.
Now, of course, we're really hungry because we were hungry when we started
Yeah,
this.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to get on that and figure out what we need to get something fast, but I don't want fast food. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'll drive. You tell me where to go.
Oh boy. Okay.
Because I've already picked out 3 places that you won't like.
Whataburger. Whataburger and Whataburger.
Yeah, there might have probably something else bad there. The Mac and Wagon, wherever it lies today.
Oh jeez.